been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Jam Session Goes Underground. You got a sneak peek of the outro. I redid the intro and the outro of the Jam Session Goes Underground. I'm trying to give it a new face and hopefully, you'll like it. But I have a real treat on this episode for you all today. And I must point out my awesome shirt that I'm wearing. Trust me, it will tie in with today's guest. I'm wearing Blondie because she is the epitome of cool. And that's what today's guest is, the epitome of cool. Today's guest is multi-talented. She has so many talents. She's an awesome, amazing person. And she is a total and true rock star like Blondie in the Cosmos creative realm, as well as other realms in her life. She has done many, many things, and she goes by many, many different titles. And, well, without further ado, here's my guest, Sandie Dee.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for being on my show.
Quite an intro there. I don't know how many names. Sandie Dee is good, I guess. Also, Drita on No Icing.
Most definitely.
Well, thank you for having me today. I'm honored. I'm honored to be on your show. I know that you book these interviews months in advance, so I've been waiting for months and months to be your special guest, and I'm delighted and honored. It's Labor Day weekend, Jamie, so where is everybody? Everybody's at the beach.
They've got their feet propped up and they're chilling.
I think everyone's at the beach. I'm just chilling with my cat. I don't know if you could see my cat.
Aww.
There she is. That's my emotional support cat.
She's precious. That's actually what I'm going to be talking about on The Warrior Within as well this week. The importance of pet adoption. So.
That's great. Yeah, I've adopted many pets in my life. It's really good. Like don't shop to adopt. I agree with that. Unless you have allergies, then you have to have like a certain breed because certain breeds are expensive and they're hard to. Usually, people don't give them up because they're so expensive, and but they're good for allergies if you have pet allergies.
Yeah. Yep. So I guess I'll ask you, how did you get started like in the media industry, we'll say, not just like music industry, because I know you sing, but you also host No Icing with Drita, and you have so many things that you do in the media realm. How did you get started in that industry?
I just got started from being a fan. I started watching the shows on Tardon Media with Dennis Tardon, and I got hooked on the R&D Cafe. I got my R&D, my Tardon Media, got a little lipstick on it, but I started being a fan. I became a fan of Renee, and I was like, this is my kind of girl. I felt like I just wanted to hang out with her all day, and then next thing you know, she's like, sending me the link to come join the show, and I'm like, what? I had to
It's,
run.
it's
I had to run and throw on makeup, and I was like, sure. I never said no. Whenever Renee asks me to join anything, I say yes, and I go run, and then like a road runner, and I go to throw on makeup and whatever I have to do. You know, I just never said no, and then that just led to more and more things with everything as we're changing and growing, and but I love it. I'm blessed and honored, and it's been so exciting, and getting to know everybody and working with a team, and it's just been amazing, and working with you.
no.
I get to work with so many talented and amazing and kind-hearted people that it's like, why would I want to say no ever to this? It's a
Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree with that. I am so honored that I've, gotten to meet so many interesting people, and they're all like creative. All of you are so creative and kind-hearted. And this is the first time that I've ever been with a group of people that has shared so much of my same likes and like my creativity. I can be who I want to be in this group, and I respect and appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. And I've worked in films. I've worked on movie sets and all that stuff. But it's a lot of stress. When everyone's on the pay clock, there's a lot of stress. And you're dealing with outside elements. Sometimes the set is outside, so you're dealing with all the outside elements, and it's like sometimes hurry up and wait. Sometimes you'll be waiting on the main actor of something, and you have 200 people waiting on one person, and that's just it's a lot of stress. It's not easy, but we're working with you guys, and you, Jamie. It's just everything
Oh,
is so you know it's not even stress. Like Tom Cheshire says, it's teamwork. What does he say? Teamwork is it's fun. It's fun.
yeah,
It doesn't feel.
yeah,
Oh, teamwork doesn't seem like work. With
yeah.
teamwork, it doesn't seem like work. So, but yeah, and I've worked in offices and people that are just difficult to deal with on a daily basis, and you still got to get stuff done. Um, but it's been a blessing and fun.
How long have you been with like Renee Jaworski and all them? Like how long have you known them?
Um, since the pandemic, yeah, I guess since socially disinfest and the pandemic and everything. Yeah, just I guess it's been what 20 started in 2019. So I think like see the pandemic started in March. So I think I didn't start going live right away. I was scared. I was really scared at first. I didn't have the courage to go live. So it took me a while. I was an observer. I was a silent observer for a few months before I got my wits.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we met each other. Like I know that there's Keith Cuts, the Casey experience. Um, that's where I met you. Like I remember you asking for help with the song Purple Shampoo, which is an awesome song, by the way. If no one's heard it, you need to hear it. Um, and you were looking for kids to sing in the background, and my daughter Willow said she would do it, and that's kind of how we met, and that's kind of how I've met a lot of the people that now works in the realm of Cosmos is through his live stream. So I guess I have him to thank for meeting Renee and everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. I started watching Renee live first. Just plum, strumming her guitar and singing, and um, I thought I didn't know that the like most of the songs she sings were all her originals. It took me, I had to watch and like come to get to know her, and then I understood that later on that those were her original songs, and I just was blown away, by all her talent, and then now realizing like she's running a whole network, it's just insane. Everything she's doing every day on a daily basis, directing all the shows. Um, it's just amazing. So I'm so
Yeah.
happy to be a part of it, and I'm a cheerleader for everyone of for sure.
Yeah, which I appreciate. Like, you've cheered me on, and you and a lot of the other people, well, everybody in the group has encouraged me to go live. Like, I didn't have the courage to go live starting off, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll try it, see how I like it, and then it just went from there. Like, what people don't know is what all you do behind the scenes and what all we all do behind the scenes. Like, you're not just the host for No Icing, but you also direct. And she's directing this episode today, which is amazing because she's the guest and director. So I'm very appreciative of that. Like I said, multi-talented. But she directs, she sings, and she does artwork, and you're just, you're multi-talented, and I don't think that you get enough credit. And I think that, you deserve more credit for what all you do, because a lot of people don't know everything that you or Renee or myself or MM does behind the scenes. We do a lot.
Yeah,
And
we're making videos, posters. We're sharing lives left and right. We're creating pages. We're doing training now. We're setting up fundraisers. We're organizing events and planning and setting up the ground. We're setting up the groundwork for big things, right, Jamie? I can't wait. So many
yes.
big things. Probably not allowed to talk too much about it, but we're setting up the groundwork, and just it's gonna be so amazing. I'm so excited. But yeah, I just going live is different for it's different for everyone. I mean, I know a lot of musicians that they can play in front of thousands of people, but at a live venue, but they have no desire whatsoever to go live on Facebook or any social media. Like a lot of my old school musician friends are like, no social media, like ixnay on the xnay, like no. Um, but and it is a thing. It's like it does take courage, because you're in the light, you're in bright lights, you're not in the dark, you're not in a bar scene where everyone's drinking, so
Yeah.
it does get intense, like if especially if you're interviewing guests and scheduling. I mean, just all the stuff that we do, it's a lot. And then the actual part of going live and you know hair and makeup, whatever, audio, sound issues, all the tech gremlin things, just all those things. It gets crazy, but I don't know. I think the more you do it, the more, the less you worry about it. Maybe I don't
Yeah.
know.
I still get stressed. I'm just a nervous person by nature. Like, I get nervous about everything. And thank goodness that Sandie and the rest of the team puts up with my nervousness because I have my days where I'm just like having a full on panic attack. And I'm like, okay, this happened today, and this happened today, and this happened today. And Sandie and the rest of them always seems to calm me down, which I really appreciate working with a group of people that's that awesome. Because like I said before, I've not experienced that in my life before. There's always, people that I've worked with, there's always been that one jealous apple in the bunch that has to ruin it for everybody. And I don't get that here. And, we get to express our creativity. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and
um,
that's important too, because if you it's almost like if you're too focused on the technical stuff, the level of the art, the artistic level might suffer. You know what I mean? Like I always worry about that. If I spend 4 hours dealing with technical stuff, my performance, I'm going to be frustrated and stressed by the time I actually am ready to come and put on a performance or go live. It's just difficult when you are when you're dealing with so much technical stuff. It gets crazy. Um, I rely on you guys just as much.
Yeah. I think we're just at this point, we've kind of become a family. Like, we each understand each other's characteristics and our quirks, and like, we get it. We work very well as a team, and that's awesome. Like, that doesn't happen too often. It looks like you've got a question there on the screen.
I'm trying to see this question. Hello. We have a Twitch. Hello, welcome Twitch. Yay. This is the first episode of the jam session goes underground on Twitch, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty
welcome
awesome.
Twitch.
Hello, Twitch.
Let's see. How do you separate saying yes to help someone because they are your friend and saying yes, but here's my fee no matter what the situation turns out, I require this amount of money. I don't do that. I don't to answer your question, I don't require money. Tips are always greatly appreciated. I'm really just right now at this point building everything and just looking for support, for sharing is caring, share, subscribe, like, follow, recommend, any of those things. That's really where I'm at right now. I don't require any money right now, but that's a great question.
That's a really good question. I'm not sure who's tagging because it just says Facebook user, but I really appreciate you tagging people. And also says Facebook user, hello, Sandie and Jamie. So hello to whoever you are. We appreciate you being here and for tagging people to be here. And hello to the replay squad, whoever watches this later. I know it's Labor Day weekend, and I know that you all are probably spending time with your family, which I respect that, and I think that's awesome. Like, spend time with your family. It's needed, especially this day and age. Life is precious and short, so you definitely need to soak in every minute that you can with your family and your loved ones. But hello, Facebook user.
Hello.
Is there anything that you would like to promote? You talked about like tips are appreciated but never expected, and I was going to add to that right now none of us are getting paid. We do this out of the passion that we have for hosting shows, for creating great content, for bringing forth good entertainment to you all. We just do this because we're passionate about it and we love it. We're not getting paid right now, but we do it because we love doing what we do. We're hoping that someday that we will finally get paid and can make this a full-time thing for a lot of us, but we just do it because we love it. And we're always looking for sponsors. There's not just this show in the Cosmos realm, but there's a lot of other great shows.
And there's about 20 shows.
So if this show's not your particular cup of tea and you don't think that it would be a good fit, if you're wanting to sponsor a show, there are several other shows that might be a good fit for you. So we're always looking for sponsors. Don't hesitate to reach out to Cosmos, and ask questions. If you want to sponsor any of the shows, we would greatly appreciate it, because that would take this passion project to the next level, which is what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, and we are accomplishing like huge things. We're growing on all platforms. We're growing. We're learning as we grow. We're developing, learning, creating. We're doing everything. So like we're not we're almost there. Like we're like so close. Like we're just got it. We just need this. We need some more subscribers, some followers. You know, people that like are good at sharing. So if you see a show you like, you know, please share it on your personal pages. Um, Share it, recommend it to a friend, follow us, click that follow button next to the performer that you like, and just all that good stuff. But we are getting there faster than we can put on our sneakers, you know, our tennies.
Yeah, it's amazing, you know, like to come so far from where we began, because you know we were just this little small unknown little network, and it's growing. I can see that it's growing, and I can see all the accomplishments that, you know, we've worked so hard for. It's starting to happen, and it's amazing.
It's happening, and it's like something that's never even been done before. It's totally new, and you know, yeah, we're talking about 20 plus shows that need to be managed, directed, sponsored, run, promoted. I mean, the whole works. So we are like a multifaceted thing happening, and I would never want to or be able to do any of it by myself, nor would I want to, because you know, like I said, the team, being part of a team is the best, especially a team so talented and creative and loving, and kind, that it just makes it so amazing. There's so many shows. My show is No Icing with Drita every Thursday at 4 p.m. We're gonna start running that one on Twitch. It's already on YouTube and Facebook, on the Cosmos pages. We're gonna start running that one on Twitch, and that'll be exciting. All your shows, Jamie, you have like 3 shows, right? Those are all gonna, I think they're all gonna be start running on Twitch.
That would be great.
Yeah, my show is like a goofy show. You have some serious shows. Your shows are like very serious. My shows are like, you know, you could come on in pajamas and slippers and it'll be fine by me. My show is like more laid back, casual. People cuss.
I
People get silly on my show.
And that's good too. I mean, you have to have fun, like in the realm of Cosmos. There has to be, you know, something for everybody. So, and this, I'd consider that this show is probably my laid back version of my shows. The other show that I have is called The Warrior Within, and that's talks about sensitive topics, but sometimes I'll throw in a topic every now and again that, you know, like the importance of pet adoption. That's serious, but you know. And then you have Belongs to the Shadow.
Belongs to the Shadow. I love Belongs to the Shadow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That one, and Bridget's there. Hi, Bridget.
Hey, Bridget. Bridget and Clayton.
I love Belongs to the Shadow because it's so, it reminds me of Bailey Syrian. I love watching Bailey Syrian, and it's like, you know,
I love her
story. And you just have like the most amazing voice, I think, for voiceovers. I just love that show. It's like it's educational about history almost, you know.
Yeah,
I love ghost stories. I love good ghost stories.
This next one's going to be a little bit fun. It's going to kind of veer away from the more serious topics, but I'll still be talking about the history of things. It's going to be Vlad the Impaler, and I'm going to be linking that to Dracula and telling about the correlation between the two and giving the history. So, sneak peek of my topic.
Ooh, little Jamie T spilling over here.
It's a little bit. But this show is supposed to be about you, not me. Let's talk about Sandie.
Okay. It's okay. We're a team now. You're stuck with me.
Well, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly glitter for days, as I always say. Is there anything that you would like to promote on here, like for yourself?
Well, yeah, you mentioned Purple Shampoo. That is a song that I wrote for my children, just singing in the shower with my kids. Giving them a bath, whatever. I always, because I used to be bleach blonde, so I always use that purple shampoo because it kills the gold tones. Like when you want to be really platinum, you use it, to tone down that gold. So I just started singing it to the kids, and then it became a thing. The kids loved it, and then you and I met through the KC stream, and he's the one that helped me produce that song, and then I said, it's really great, but we were missing. The only thing missing, I think we really need to get some children's voices on there. No, I have kids, and you have kids, so he put us together, and it all worked out. So we had your daughter's voice and my daughter's voice, but the whole reason I started going live was actually to do children's songs. It wasn't for anything else. That was my whole existence, my whole logic. The whole beginning was for children's songs. And I haven't been working on any. I need to work on. I mean, I sing them to my kids, but I need to work on some new ones. I just got into this whole new thing. So, but yeah, Purple Shampoo. It's on YouTube. It's I don't know. We could put it in the comments later. But it's an awesome children's song with Jamie's daughter Willow, my daughter Perla on the vocals, and produced by Keith Cutts, and the video was produced by Troy Moore. So it's an amazing collab, and I'm just obsessed with it. I love it. I love the video. And I loved working on it with you, and it was amazing. And Willow, and she's so sweet. I just love Willow.
Willow is going to shoot to the top of the media chain way before me, but that's okay. I can take a back seat to her because she's total rock star.
Right? Even my mom was watching. I think it was a while ago. You guys need to do some more painting streams. My mom was watching painting streams with Willow, and she's like, who's the girl that goes live with her daughter that paints? And I was like, that has to be Jamie. And she's like, I really like that. I really like her show. I really like them. And I was like, yeah, I know, they're awesome. Like, so even my mom's a fan. My mom's a Willow fan.
Oh, that's
awesome. And Willow's brave. She's braver than most people I know. Like my own daughter won't go live. She runs from the camera. She's like, don't try to make me go live. And she runs away. My baby loves it. She's like, Mommy, I want to go live. I want to go live. Let's go live. So the different kids, different personalities, but your daughter is just so brave and fearless. I just love her.
She's got guts. I'll tell you that. It looks like Diane's here, and thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment on the earrings. I don't usually wear earrings, but if I'm going to wear earrings, they're going to be loud and bold, and that's just how I do it. So thank you.
And I love all your artwork, too, in the background.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do different forms of artwork. I haven't been working on too much here lately because I have a job outside of hosting. Always doing something, I guess.
Amen. No, it's hard. It's hard juggling a family and everything that we're doing. But you know what? We're doing it, and we're still smiling.
I still have some of my sanity intact, so that's a plus. I still know my name at this point, so we're doing good.
That's good. Yeah, so Purple Shampoo song and the video, maybe I'll add that to we'll figure it out. We'll post it somewhere, but it's around. You can find it on YouTube. and then the no icing on Thursdays, and then we have a big fundraiser. We have this is September is a special awareness month, suicide awareness month. So the whole month of September, we're working on um, showing support and giving the phone numbers for the crisis phone numbers for anyone struggling with depression or thoughts of suicide. And we have a little video montage that we could play at the end of this. And but that's really something that is we've all been working on. We've been all been sending in, making videos and scheduling performances for the month of September. So that's and we're working. That's a collab with Socially Disinfest. So that's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. Also, so everybody try to stay track of all the follow all
Yeah.
the posters. I would say if you're trying to find a show or find out what we're doing, just go to our Facebook page and look for the posters because we usually put them there first. Um, and then and that's just the best way to like be in the know of all the shows that we have coming up. And then what else? What else do we do, Jamie?
We do so much. I mean, we have like pop-up shows every now and again, like pop-up live streams that people do through Cosmos. Ruby Ray would be one of those amazing talents that has done that. There's just so much. And you mentioned STF, which is where I got started. And speaking of STF, we have Julio Morales in the audience, aka Jules. He has a show on STF called Drunkles, which is awesome. Very awesome show. And Ruby Ray's part of that. And it's a very wonderful show. Like there's just so much like between STF and Kimono My House and Cosmos, just like there's so much talent out there. Like you could probably have stuff to watch for a straight week and not get bored because there's
always something going on. Yeah, you never a dull moment. I know, and we're still we're still always like coming up with new shows and new ideas, and like I don't think the thought wheels ever stop turning. Even though we're running while we're trying to put on our shoes, but the creative minds are always like working.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been awesome. I've definitely gone through some hard times. That I think just having SDF and Cosmos has really just been a lifeline for me personally. Being stuck home with kids during the pandemic and everything. Just everything. It's just been a lot,
Yeah.
but yeah. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, I would when I have time, I want to work on some more of my own like original songs. Maybe do a collab. Maybe you and me, Jamie.
That
Maybe
would
you
be
and I could
awesome.
do some kind of a collab because I wrote a song about the pandemic, and I started working on it with Jess. I never really got it. I still got to finish it with my vocals, but Jess did an amazing version. Um, and I just really love that. I love the lyrics of that song. So one of these days, I want to finish working on it and make a video and everything. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
get Troy Moore to help me again. Everyone's so
He's
busy.
awesome.
Everyone's so busy.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Of course, some of my shows are gonna be coming to like season ending, so that maybe will give me a chance to kind of like breathe and work on some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I really want to do it. You gotta do we gotta do like an art show. We've been brewing this for a long time, Jamie. We just never put it. We gotta do an art show where we definitely should include Willow, because everyone loves Willow. She's always a star. We got to do an art show where we sell your art.
Oh, that would be awesome. Like you
And
do artwork too, though.
well, yeah, but I don't have time. I just don't have the time. But also, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh, the Zazzle. You and I, you have your artwork on merchandise on Zazzle, so everyone needs to go check out your Zazzle where they can buy. You can have Jamie's. Everyone can have the same of your favorite Jamie art. On a T-shirt, or what else do you have? Bags, T-shirts,
I think I have
stickers.
t-shirts, like t-shirts, phone cases, maybe. I don't know. I could put it on anything. Like if you request me to put it on something, I can put it on whatever.
Yeah,
um
no, I think that's awesome because my mom's an artist, and I've been telling her the same thing too. Because once you sell it, it's gone. So unless you get a picture of it, you know, if you have a picture of it, you can put it, and then everyone can enjoy that same piece of art. Because never gonna have two of the same identical paintings. But yeah, your Zazzle, and then I have a Zazzle for no icing, where I just sell like some no icing stickers and pillows and T-shirts and tank tops and a few fun things like that. Magnets. Don't you need a magnet, Jamie?
yeah, you gotta hold up your precious photos on the refrigerator. You need a magnet.
Well, yours is cooler than mine because mine's
No.
just the show merch. Yours is actually your artwork, and
Oh.
that's one of a kind. That can't be duplicated. So,
I
yeah,
think
everyone should
I
go
have.
check out your Zazzle. I love it. I love that. The one with, don't you have like the black, like that black V-neck with is it the one with the vampire on it?
Yeah, I have one with I have Dracula that I drew, and then I have Frankenstein, which Julio actually has the art pieces to that. Like he has the Frankenstein and the Dracula that I sent him. So,
I love that.
so he actually owns like the original piece. So that's kind of cool.
I love that. Yeah, and now everyone can have it on a T-shirt.
Yeah. I try. Like I do photography mostly. Like I used to be into photography a lot more than painting, but I've kind of gotten into painting more than I used to be.
Yeah, I know it's hard to find the time, especially with kids, and now we're back to school. So it's like, get them to school on time and then pick them up, and then they got to get ready, get to do homework, and then feed them, and then get them ready for bed and get them ready for the next school day. So it's a lot. It's hard to find time. And usually when I have any kind of mom window, like I want to go sing, but
Yeah.
I usually sing in my backyard, so I got to make sure it's not too early in the morning and not too late in the evening for my neighbors, because I don't want
Yeah.
anyone, I don't want anybody knocking on my door. Hey, lady.
Hey, quiet.
Yeah, I don't want anyone throwing tomatoes over my fence. So
Yeah.
I try to be respectful and mindful of my neighbors. But yeah, I'm working on some songs for the suicide awareness. I have to. I'm still. If anyone's interested in doing that, make sure you reach out to Bethy or um,
Yeah.
because they're gonna get you scheduled and start running the advertisements for that. But there's a couple songs that I had in mind of doing a cover for suicide, like songs that are like deep and meaningful to me, that are like serious songs. So I'm gonna try to practice singing some of those songs, but I wish I had time. I really want to learn an instrument, Jamie. Will you teach me?
Yeah. I had to reteach myself. That's the sad part. I haven't played in so long, but I'm starting to get back into it. It'll happen. And like something popped up on my Facebook the other day, speaking of, not having the time to learn things. I got a lyre harp a year ago, and I kept saying that I was going to learn how to play it, and I haven't touched it, and I haven't tuned it. Haven't even tried playing it. It's been a year. That's
Yeah,
really sad.
blow the dust off of it.
That's pretty much
And
where I'm
then
at.
I have a lot of instruments. I've taken music my whole life. Ever since I was a kid, I played the violin for 3 years. I played the flute. I played the steel drum. I love the steel drum. I've played so many things, but I never was like a master of none. Student
Yeah.
of all, master of none. Wah wah. But I really want to just learn like the uke because well, now I have carpal tunnel in both my wrists. I'm supposed to have
Oh,
surgery, but with kids, surgery is not really on the schedule for me. So um, it hurts to hold a guitar. Like it actually, to try
yeah.
to get my fingers around a big guitar because I'm tiny. I'm not. I don't know if people think I'm tall, but I'm actually really tiny in person. So I have tiny wrists and hands, so it's hard for me to hold a guitar or a bass. I mean, I love the bass, but I think a uke would be the best for as far as like my physical problems. I think learning the uke would be good. Oh, Julio
Yeah.
gave a uke lesson. Where you did?
Julio's
I want
awesome.
one. I want a uke lesson. I need to learn, and I don't
They
even
can,
know how to tune the damn thing. First, I
it's
need to learn how to tune
pretty
it.
easy. It's pretty easy. Like, I used to play guitar and I haven't played in a long time and I really need to get back into it. I'm starting to slowly get back into it, but like picking up a ukulele is less intimidating than playing a guitar to me. Like it just seems like it wouldn't be as intimidating to somebody who's just starting out on an instrument. Like Willow, she's never played any instruments, but she can pick up a ukulele and learn how to play it. Like she watches YouTube videos on how to play it. They have kid
I've tried
friendly
that.
ones.
I've tried that, and I'm just like trying to stare at the screen. I'm like, what? Then I'm like, I just feel I don't know. It's so awkward, but um, yeah, and I feel like people make it look so easy. Um, was watching Ruby live last night play the uke and sing, and I just it looks so they make it look so easy, man. But I know it's not that easy. I can't even tune the thing.
Yeah, Ruby and Kate Bonhomme and Casey, they all make it look really, really simple. And like the first song that I learned on the ukulele was like something simple like Happy Birthday. Like if you learn a simple song, Happy Birthday, it's all about learning the strumming patterns because with a lot of ukulele songs you have the up down up down up down or the up motion. So it's like it's getting down the strumming patterns, but learning your chords and how to tune it would be the first step. And I think like learning Happy Birthday or even the song Let It Be is a simple song that you can learn on the ukulele.
Well, you know what I was reading. I need to finish reading the book. I started reading the new book. Well, kind of new. Dave Grohl book, autobiography.
Yeah.
It is pretty fascinating. I'm like totally hooked on this book. I just haven't had time to read. I need more time,
There's
but
not enough hours.
in his book, he talks about how he learned as a kid, just sitting in his room, banging on pillows with his drumsticks, and he was holding them backwards. And he he started playing with the drumsticks, holding them backwards, because he felt like he got more power, like more sound out of the instrument, out of the drums. But when it came down to his first actual lesson of playing from a real professional drummer, gave him a lesson one day, and the guy says, "Well, first you got to hold the drumsticks the right way." He's like, "What?" He's like his whole childhood he'd been practicing in his room on the pillows and holding the sticks backwards because he wanted to get more sound out of it. And then that was the first, and that was like pretty much what he got out of that first lesson was the right way to hold the drumsticks because he was doing it all wrong. And now he's an amazing drummer, and he's just world renowned, legendary.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just I just love. I'm really into that book. It's interesting, fascinating to learn how people learn and get better, and how where they started. You can start banging your hands on a book or tapping on the washing machine. I mean, who knows? Just it's just fascinating. I guess it's really like determination and how bad do you want to learn.
Yeah.
Surfing was like that for me. Surfing was very, very. I struggled with it for a long time. I surfed for years, and I was so angry. I remember just having my surfboard in the living room, and I just said, I was I was so fed up because I couldn't stand up. I couldn't catch the waves, and I was so frustrated. And finally, um, my roommate who grew up surfing in Halama, Northern California, Halama, he said, "Come on." He got tired of me. He got tired of looking at my sad, depressed face in that apartment. So he says, "Come on, I'll take you surfing. Grab your board." And I said, "Really?" I was like, "Really? Okay." And he started taking me out, and he gave me some tips, and then we came home, and we would stack up the couch cushions in the middle of the living room, and I'd put the surfboard on top of the couch cushions, and I would practice standing up on the couch cushions on my surfboard. And the next thing you know, after doing that in the living room, the next time I went out to the ocean, it actually worked. Like I was actually able to stand up. I was like, wow. So I guess it just comes down to like how bad do you really want to learn something?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. And I was gonna ask you about your surfing. I was gonna tell people like, not only does she sing and not only is she a mom, she also surfs. That's something I don't think that I could do. I don't think that I would be cut out for something like that. I'm not made for surfing.
You have to really want to. If you really
Yeah.
want to, you can learn. Like it's very frustrating in the beginning. It could be very,
Yeah.
very frustrating. But like, if you snowboard and you skateboard and if you're good at gymnastics, the more athletic of a person you are, obviously the easier it is to learn any sport. But I've taken people surfing, and they were people that spend like 4 hours a day at the gym and way better shape than me, and they said that nothing ever kicked their butt as much as me taking them surfing for an hour.
Yeah. I can imagine that's a workout.
I was
That
like,
would be a
wow,
work.
I have a grown man telling me that I just took him surfing for an hour and it kicked his butt. And this is a
Oh
grown man
no.
that goes to the gym 4 hours a day. So yeah,
Oh
it is
no.
hard.
Mine was I guess you would say BMX. Like I could do the bikes. I can't skateboarding, no. My mom did skateboarding when she was younger, so like maybe that would be something more her speed, but definitely not mine.
Yeah, I
Much.
love it. I love it. My kids surf now, and I
Oh
love it. I
wow.
love watching them. My husband, we're a whole family that surfs. So
That's
um,
awesome.
yeah, I do love it. It's the salt water to me is like the spa. It's like I feel like I'm getting a cleanse. It feels like better than a spa day. Because the salt exfoliates your skin, and the seaweed is keratin in it, and there's just so many good things in the ocean. And then just the fresh air and the cardio you get. It's a workout, but it's also spiritual. So um, it's for me. It's always been very spiritual. Just sitting out there watching the sunset or sitting out there in the rain, traveling and surfing at different parts of the world. It's just to me, it's very spiritual. It's a way to connect to different cultures all around. I've connected with people from all over the world through surfing, and it's like a mutual respect thing. It's like you don't have to have the same religion or background or food but we can all connect through that spiritual world of surfing. So to me, it's like it's not even about getting the best waves. It's just about having the best time and connecting with the ocean and Mother Earth. You know.
Yeah, I could totally see that, and I can respect that. I have nothing but, respect for you and anybody who does surfing, because it would take a lot of effort and a lot of strength to be able to do something like that. And then furthermore, you have people who don't understand it, throw out the whole "aren't you afraid of sharks" aspect. It's just,
I'm terrified of them. I am terrified of them. I really. We're talking about sharks, and Rory shows up.
Hey, Rory. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Speaking of Rory,
We're talking
he's
about
got
surfing and elements.
yeah, Rory's got a few shows on Cosmos as well. He's got a few awesome shows. One of our colleagues, Rory's a man of many talents.
Yeah, painting with Rory is on Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's a great show. So many new shows. The General Howitzer Big Monster Room briefing with Millie Renee. That was just done. Yeah, just Rory's awesome. I can't say enough good things about Rory. Now that he's here, now that he's here.
Now that you're here, let's talk about Rory. It's the Rory hour.
Rory's one of the people that I'm blessed to work with and I'm learning from. He's a real stand-up comedian. He's a professional, inside and out, and you can see that on Man of 801 Voices. I don't know what can't Rory do is the question. Not what can he do, what doesn't he do?
He just came to listen. Talk radio. Hello. Welcome to the Jam Session Goes Underground Talk Radio with my guest, Sandie Dee. Yeah, we work with a, great group of people. Like, they're all talented. Like I said in the beginning, every one of you all are very talented, and we don't say that enough. Like, I don't think that you all get thanked enough for everything that you put into Cosmos, because like you all are what make up Cosmos, and like I said, it's not just the Jam Session Goes Underground. There's so many incredible shows on Cosmos. Like, you have Rory, who has General Howitzer, Painting with Rory, the Man of 801 Voices. Like, he does all these great things. And then Sandie Dee, who directs now, she directs Painting with Rory. You have No Icing with Drita. And Renee, she guest stars on there sometimes, and there's just so many talented people. Ruby Ray,
and the new game show on Sunday nights too. Don't forget.
Yeah, new game show. That's a lot of fun. So there's just so much. Like, if this show's not your cup of tea, I'm sure you'll find something, because like Ruby Ray has a cooking show, and then you have comedy with No Icing, and you have there's a variety of things, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. Like, there's always people creating in Cosmos.
Yeah, I think we are. Are we doing? Yeah, I think. I'm pretty sure we are doing the game show tomorrow.
Yeah. What's it called? So you think you know me?
Yeah.
So You Think You Know Me, which is a game show. And we get grouped. We get grouped, and we have to guess what the person who answered the questionnaire would guess. And it's just a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun when I was on there. So
I have to say this too, Jamie, before we have to go.
yeah,
I feel like you and I, another reason, I mean, I love working with you. But you and I are always like, it feels like whenever I say something, you're like, yeah, me too. And then sometimes when you say something, I'm like, I was just thinking the same thing too. Like, it feels like you and I are always like on that same wave, you know, like we're
yeah.
either like, we're feeling like the same frequencies or something. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like you and I are always on that same frequency together.
I feel like, we haven't known each other for just like over a year. I think it feels like I've known you and Renee and everybody, like Rory and everybody in the Cosmos realm for years. Like that we've just been friends all along.
Yeah.
That's it's so easy to like talk to you, and it's so easy to talk to everybody. Like, if you're having a bad day, it's just easy to, okay, this is what happened.
Yeah.
I was telling my husband, I said, I always get nervous with the jam session, but I'm not nervous today because I'm going to be having a conversation with a good friend. I said, that's how I'm seeing today's episode. I was like, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. And, I get excited about every episode, but I was really looking forward to this one. And I appreciate that you directed for me, and I appreciate you being a guest.
Made me cry.
Oh no.
Oh,
But
geez.
yeah. Go ahead.
Wow, I feel like we always say that. We're always like thinking and saying the same thing. This is so funny. No, I'm honored that you had me on. I know we waited months, and I'm honored and blessed to be. It was my first time ever on the jam session.
Hopefully, we'll have another season of the jam session. Like I said, it's coming to season end pretty soon. The next guest that I have on is going to be Tom Cheshire. And then Bob Ross, he's October 1st. And then I'm going to be doing a guest montage where I thank everybody who has been on this season of the jam session, because I appreciate you all. And I don't just think of like the guests being a big part of my show. I think of the audience as being a huge part of the jam session. You're what makes the jam session even more fun. Like, you ask awesome questions, you participate, and the audience is extremely important to the realm of Cosmos. It's not just us TV show hosts, it's not just the directors that make Cosmos, it's the audience participation. It's the best part about being a show host is the audience's comments. So is there anything else that you would like to promote or talk about, Sandie, before we wrap up this episode?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have the little montage. So I was gonna say, yeah, let's do the montage, and when is the next jam session goes underground for you?
I have the jam session goes underground. It's today, so it's like every first and third Saturday of the month. I'm not good with my calendar dates. I always have to look it up. Whatever the third Saturday is, that's the episode that Tom Cheshire will be on.
Ooh, okay.
So that's going to be exciting. And then if you want to catch, the Warrior Within, I'm actually going to be having an episode tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be the importance of pet adoption, and the special cause is going to actually be the Humane Society. I'm a big believer in not shopping for animals, but adopting animals who really, really need a home and need a helping hand. So the Warrior Within, that episode should be happening tomorrow around 7 p.m. Eastern. And then Belongs to the Shadows, Vlad the Impaler episode will be happening next Sunday. So I guess unless you have anything else to say, we will wrap up this awesome episode of the Jam Session.
Yeah, just thank you for having me. Stay in the loop on Cosmos Facebook page, Cosmos Creative TV Facebook page. Follow us on YouTube. Please subscribe. Follow us on Twitch now, and please enjoy this montage. And thank you, Jamie. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you.
Mwah.
If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, help is available. Please call or text 988.
The number is being given today, so we don't have to light this candle to remind us of another life lost to suicide.
There will be better days ahead. You just have to wait for them. There will be better days ahead.
Don't hesitate to reach out to someone right now.
I promise you that you are appreciated and loved.
Depression and anxiety, know that you're not alone.
Need help? I'm going to ask you again. Call 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. You can also text or call 988 the Suicide Crisis Hotline. I love you guys. I want you here. Please help each other.
I've been dreaming on it. I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming.